Kurunji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
Free bus for LKG to 8th standard.
Free, hygienic and nutritious food.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurunji Education Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurunjischoolnkl.in.
Hi students, now in this video we are going to discuss regarding ecological pyramids. In ecological pyramids, in a previous video, one pyramid I have explained, okay, pyramid of number I have given explanation. Now in this video, now I am going to explain pyramid of biomass and one more is pyramid of energy. So after completion of these two pyramids now, so here there is a completion, means here ecosystem information is completely, I have given a explanation under these videos, okay. So but up to this one, up to ecological pyramids only, I didn't give information regarding, I didn't give information under 4K cameras, but remaining entire information I have given under this particular video session, okay. So thereby now what is the point now I am going to tell you is, after completion of this particular board, so what are the topics to be completed? All topics information I have given, so through the YouTube classes, isn't it? So later in this side now, so what are the topics we didn't cover in NEET examination purposes? So some kind of more important points, so I have brought for you. So those important points also I will explain in this video. So I will try to remember one point. So here ecological pyramids, after completion of the ecological pyramids, so syllabus will be completed, but NEET examination point of view, so I have brought a few important points, so those points also I will explain to you, right students. Now pyramid of biomass, now let us see. So before this one I have given explanation of pyramid of number, so right, now let us start to learn the information of pyramid of biomass. Now this pyramid of biomass is the amount of biomass present per unit area at different trophic levels. One more time. Pyramid of biomass is the amount of biomass present per unit area at different trophic levels. So here, so in a different tropical level, so what is the amount of biomass is present? Okay, that one, so here we can be taken or we can be taken as a pyramid. So that's why we will be calling that pyramid as pyramid of biomass. Now it is accurate than the pyramid of number. So it is means, so pyramid of biomass is more accurate. Pyramid of biomass is more accurate than the pyramid of numbers. So because sir, why sir here pyramid of biomass is more accurate than the pyramid of numbers, means because the pyramid of numbers does not take the size of the individuals into the consideration. So means here the pyramid of numbers, so pyramid of number means here previous pyramid, if you take there, no, pyramid of number does not take the size of the individuals into the consideration. So here when we are not considering the size of the any individuals, at the time definitely will be problematic. So that's why just there in pyramid of number, just we have seen the only numbers, how many are there, what is the count only we have seen, but so that is only because of that one. So pyramid of biomass is more accurate so than the pyramid of number. Pyramid of biomass is more accurate than the pyramid of number. So that point also try to save in your mind, right. Now pyramid of biomass is upright. So here previous information in previous video I have given. So based on the ecosystems, means that is maybe aquatic or terrestrial or some other kind of means, based on the type of the ecosystem, so pyramid of biomass and pyramid of number, chance is there for invert or upright directions, isn't it? So there now let us see, so what are the ecosystems upright and what are the ecosystems are inverted in pyramid of biomass. Now let us see. Now pyramid of biomass is upright, where in grassland ecosystem and forest ecosystem. Pyramid of biomass is upright in grassland ecosystem as well as forest ecosystem. So forest ecosystem best example of terrestrial. Why? Because of forest ecosystem is present on the land. No. Okay, so grassland also same only, but forest ecosystem let us consider under terrestrial ecosystem. But if you take a pond ecosystem, biomass point of view, if you take a pond ecosystem, so that one definitely aquatic ecosystem only, no, it is inverted. So NEET examinations point of view, all these points are very, very important. So what is the point now I am going to tell you is, pyramid of biomass is upright, where in a grassland ecosystem as well as in forest ecosystem. Okay, or pyramid of biomass is upright in terrestrial ecosystem. Later, pyramid of biomass is inverted in case of pond ecosystem or aquatic ecosystem. So try to save these points in your mind, very important. So inverted pyramid or in a pyramid of biomass, inverted pyramid also we can see, only inverted pyramid best example is pond ecosystem. Pond ecosystem, right? Now why it is inverted, sir? This pond ecosystem, why it is inverted means because the biomass of zooplanktons or the small fishes is far greater than the phytoplanktons. So here pyramid, which one in pyramid of biomass? Definitely we will compare the biomass, isn't it? So thereby the pyramid of biomass of which one? Zooplanktons as well as small fishes. Means these zooplanktons as well as small fishes, it's the phytoplankton. So in this particular case now, when the comparison of phytoplanktons biomass and zooplanktons as well as small fishes biomass, no, phytoplanktons biomass will be very small. So that's why here, what is the point we have written here? So here why it is pond ecosystem or aquatic ecosystem, why it is inverted means because biomass of zooplanktons or small fishes is far greater than the phytoplanktons. So what is the information we are understanding? So in a biomass comparison point of view, very small or very little amount or very small biomass or the small amount of biomass we can observe in phytoplanktons than the zooplanktons and small fishes. So these are all points to try to save in your mind. So that is a small information regarding pyramid of biomass. So up to here we have completed two pyramids. One is a pyramid of number and one more is a pyramid of biomass. So these pyramids or these ecological pyramids we are calling by one more name, that is Eltonian pyramids. Eltonian pyramids, why we are calling means the scientist Eltonian given these kind of ecological pyramids to us, right? Now third one pyramid of energy. Third one is pyramid of energy. It is the graphical representation of amount of energy trapped per unit time. So one more time, pyramid of energy is nothing but the graphical representation of the amount of energy. The graphical representation of which one? Amount of energy trapped per unit time and area in different tropical levels. So in a different tropical levels. So thereby what is the point here we are taking? So graphical representation of energy means how much of energy is trapped per unit of time in particular area in a different tropical levels. So we will be considering or we will be taking as a graphical representation. So that one we can be taken as pyramid of energy. Next one, pyramid of energy gives the best picture of overall view of the ecosystem. So here why that particular pyramid of energy will give best picture for overall view of ecosystem. I means here what is the thing they have given explanation. No. As the energy transferred from the one tropical level to another tropical level, so when the particular energy is transferred from the one tropical level to another tropical level, there is a gradual decrease of energy. Point you understood here. So thereby, so why here this particular pyramid of energy will give best picture. So to see or to view, why it will give a best picture means author giving a reason. What is that? No. So definitely energy that will be transferred from the one tropical level to another tropical level. So my dear students, definitely energy transfer. So energy transformation or the energy transferred from one tropical level to another tropical level means, so from where to where we can see the energy transfer process takes place from the lower tropical level to higher tropical levels, isn't it? Means in a lower tropical level, what is the thing we can observe? So here producers are there, or autotrophs are there, or simply plants are there. So these plants are producers. So here energy we are obtaining means definitely that energy directly or indirectly we are taking from the producers, isn't it? So means in this particular case, so what is the point we are discussing now? Energy that will be transferred from the one tropical level to another tropical levels. So means 1 or 2 videos before, one point I have given. What is that point? No, energy always moves in unidirectional flow. Did you remember this point? So means always energy moves in unidirectional flow from one tropical level to another tropical level. So there one point also I have remembered. 10% law we have studied now there. According to Lindemann, what is the thing he was observed? So Lindemann observed that 10% energy transferred from the one tropical level to another tropical level. So when he was observed that particular thing, no, he was proposed 10% law. So there Lindemann, what is the point they are giving? No, definitely energy will be transferred from the one tropical level to another tropical level. Just how much amount of energy will be transferred? Just 10% of the energy is transferred from one tropical level to another tropical level. So thereby here now there is a gradual decrease of energy. So once you see there, so more energy will be there at producers. So next one, when compared to the producers to next level, no, so from the producers to so here energy will be transferred to the next level, and second level to third level, third tropical level to fourth tropical level, likewise energy will be transferred. So thereby there is a gradual decrease of energy. So thereby gradual decrease of energy. Hence this particular pyramid of energy will be or will always, or hence it is always upright. So means in pyramid of number and in pyramid of biomass, upright pyramid is there as well as inverted pyramid is there, but in pyramid of in a pyramid of energy, correct only, in pyramid of energy, pyramids will be always upright, or pyramids are always upright in a direction. Right. Now the pyramid of energy is always upright as there is no progress. There is a progressive decrease of energy from lower tropical level to next tropical levels. Means what is the point? Pyramid of energy is always upright. Why? As there is progressive decrease of energy from lower tropical level to next higher tropical level. Next higher also we can write. Why? Because here lower we have written now. So lower tropical level to next higher tropical levels. Point you understood. A simple point. Try to say what is the point now I am asking to remember means just in pyramid of energy, one and only the point you try to remember, that is energy always moves from the one tropical level to another tropical level. So or energy always moves from the lower tropical level to higher tropical levels. So in unidirectional flow, so what is the energy will be transferred from the one tropical level to another tropical level means just 10% of energy. Just 10% of energy will move from the one tropical level to another tropical level. That's why pyramid of energy is always upright. Amma point you understood. Next one, sir, why sir here energy, why the progressive decrease of energy we can observe sir here in a pyramid of energy means because some energy at each step no is lost as heat. So this is the main reason. So here when energy is moving from the one tropical level to another tropical level, no, some energy at each step means first tropical level, second tropical level, third tropical level and fourth tropical level, when we are moving likewise, no, some amount of energy is lost as heat. So here small rough diagrams of pyramids I have drawn, so no need to consider. So this one, first one indicates about the upright and second one indicates inverted. So that just that point you try to save in your mind. So up to here exclusively I have given information. So what are the topics I didn't explain in presence of you in classes, no. So that particular syllabus I have explained through these video classes. So now, so somewhat information I have left while taking chapter or while taking classes in biodiversity and conservation. So there somewhat extra information means this particular information. So this particular information is not there in a textbook. By referring other books, now I am giving you. So try to watch this video carefully. Amma, don't forget one point. What is the point now I am saying is, till now I have explained only textbook information as well as NEET information also. Means here, up to here, we have completed the entire portions. Okay, so entire each and every point I have given. So for public examinations as well as NEET examinations. So here in a biodiversity and conservation topic, somewhat more important points to be discussed. So that's why here somewhat important points I have brought for you. So this information also let us alone. So without a discard. Right, now let us move forward. So our knowledge point of view. So here our knowledge point of view, biodiversity is three types we have seen. Biodiversity is three types we have seen. So what are those? Genetic diversity, species diversity, next one ecological diversity. Likewise we see now. So ecological diversity, so now I have taken as ecosystem diversity or ecological diversity or ecosystem diversity. So there three types of diversities we found. So extra information point of view. So there are three different types of diversities are there. Easy only. Physics madri will be there. Numbers, names, alpha diversity, beta diversity and gamma diversity. One more time. In ecological diversity or in ecosystem diversity. So definitely three types of diversities we can see. So first one is alpha diversity. Second one is beta diversity and the third one is gamma diversity. Right. Now first one is alpha diversity means the diversity within a community. So where the diversity means we know very well variations, no. Diversity within a community. So within the community, suppose if you observe any kind of differences or any kind of variations, so that particular thing we can be taken as alpha diversity. So there alpha diversity refers to the diversity within the particular area or within the particular community or within the particular ecosystem. Point you understood here. Alpha diversity refers to a diversity within the particular area or community or ecosystem and measured by counting the number of taxa within the ecosystem, usually species. Sorry, here this particular point difficult sir to understand means, but a NEET examination point of view, one point you try to remember. What is the point? That point you have to remember means alpha diversity is a diversity among the community or within the community. So diversity within the community. Just 1.5 line only. So try to save. So public examination point of view, no chance, 100% no chance to ask, but this explanation only regarding NEET examination. So that's why alpha diversity is nothing but diversity within a community, enough. Okay, right. Next one, beta diversity. Beta diversity is nothing but diversity between the communities. Beta diversity between the two communities. So between the two communities, suppose differences or variations or diversity is there, means that one we can be taken under beta. Next one, within the community, alpha. Within the community, alpha diversity, and between the communities or between two communities, beta diversity. Next one, gamma means, gamma diversity is nothing but it is a regional diversity. Okay, it is or the gamma diversity is a regional diversity. Gamma diversity is a measure of the overall diversity for different ecosystems within a ecological regions. Means here within the regions, so gamma diversity will be there in regional level, regional levels, or different ecosystems, or diversity will be there at different ecosystems within a ecological region. So likewise, so here ecosystem diversity or ecological diversity we can be divided into three types. Once you say along with me, alpha diversity, beta diversity, and gamma diversity. Alpha diversity means diversity within the community. Beta diversity, diversity between the two communities. Next one, gamma diversity means, so between the two different ecosystems, or it is a regional diversity. Okay, ma'am. So these are all very, very important points. So sometimes examinations, in some examinations, so they are asking this kind of extra information. Try to say these points in your mind. Okay, right. Now most important topic which is not given in our NCERT. Actually here alpha, beta, gamma diversity is also not given in our NCERT, but try to save these points in your mind. Later, biodiversity, in biodiversity and conservation, one more important topic, that is biosphere resource. Under biosphere resource also, so some amount of some important points are there to be discussed, right? Now let us see, that is biosphere resource were created under MOB. MOB means man and biosphere. Simple, MAB. Why? Because sometimes if they ask in examination MOB, so where it is, likewise we will think. So that's why I have given this one. Biosphere resource we are created under MOB. MOB is nothing but man and biosphere. Enough. MAB, MOB. So program, this MAB MOB program of UNESCO. So it was introduced by the UNESCO in 1971. So here in a biosphere resource, so there are 3 zones are there. So there are 3 zones in a biosphere resource. What are those? First one is core or natural zone. Second one is buffer zone, and third one is transition zone or manipulation zone. First one is first one is core or natural zone, second one is buffer zone, and third one is transition zone or manipulation zone. Now let us learn so all these zones information once. Now core, once you see the diagram also, once you see the diagram, so with inside, so exactly at spotlight within the third circle, so here at the center we are taking that particular zone as transition zone. Next one, second exactly at spotlight, we are taking that line as a buffer zone. Next one, outside that line particularly we will be taking as transition zone. Okay, or you try to by heart like this. First one is core or natural zone, next one is buffer zone, and third one is transition zone. Okay, now let us learn the information. That is core zone, it is innermost. So that is it is innermost zone which is legally protected. Okay, which is legally protected and completely undisturbed from the human interference. So means in this particular case no chance to the entry of human beings. So why? Because that is completely legally protected area. Okay, that particular transition zone. Okay, once you see there. So now in biosphere resource, 3 zones are there. What are those? Core zone, buffer zone, transition zone. So these two, now once you see diagrammatically, now transition zone, outermost zone is transition zone, next one middle zone is a buffer zone, and innermost zone is core zone. Core zone means, so this particular thing only, now let us see once. Now what is information? No, core or natural zone there. What is the information? It is innermost zone, my important innermost zone, which is legally protected, and completely undisturbed from human interference. Means here in this particular case, no, there is no there is no permission for human activities. Why? Because which is legally protected and completely undisturbed area. Completely undisturbed area, so will be at the center of the biosphere resource. So that particular area we will be taking as core zone. Next one, buffer zone. So buffer zone, this is a zone limited human activities we can see, or a limited human activity is allowed for research and education purposes. So means here this particular point also in core zone, what is the point? So definitely it is innermost zone, legally protected and completely undisturbed area by human interference. Next one, buffer zone, it is a limited human activities we can observe there. So that particular limited human activities also for what? For research as well as education purposes. That is a buffer zone. So at a middle lemma. So next one inner third zone, that is transition. Okay, transition or manipulation zone. So there, what is the information now we are taking? No, it is outermost zone of biosphere in which large number of human activities are permitted, or a huge or large number of human activities are permitted. Sir, large number of human activities means what we will do, sir? There means there we can do cultivation or domestication or harvesting of natural product or grazing, forestry, settlement, and like some kind of recreation, etc. Okay, so means in this particular case, no, in this zone the transitional lifestyle of tribals is protected. So tribals means here, so to give the information of tribals homes, no, so here rough diagrams of houses also I have drawn. So means here this role, so at the transition zone, so we can see the tribals houses. Tribals are protected. So in this transition zone, so means in the transition zone, no, so human activities are allowed, or large number of human activities are allowed for a cultivation point of view, domestication point of view, or some other kind of to obtain the benefits point of view. So definitely we can be taken. So thereby, now what are the points to be discussed? Means in core proteins 100% no chance to the human activities. In a buffer zone, so human activities are allowed, only limited. That is also for research as well as education purposes. Next one, in a transition zone, no, definitely human activities are allowed in a large scale for different types of activities. So this is a small information. So NEET examination point of view important under biodiversity and conservation. My dear students, so entire textbook information related to the biobotany I have explained. Suppose if you like to get any information or if you like to get any video, once you try to convey the message to the concerned people, so they will tell to me at the time, definitely I will give that particular video. Now what is the point I am going to tell you is, so this is the last and final video in +2. Okay, ma, so somewhat information also I have brought for you. So NEET examination point of view and public examination point of view, prepare well and try to get good marks. Thank you.